everybody, it's MCC here, and I'm starting a new show about two things I love. One, Disney. I love Disney. You can see I have it all around me, right? And two, geocaching. I'm obsessed with it. It helped get me through COVID, and it's my favorite hobby. So I hope I can get you to love it too. So why those two things, right? What made me combine them? Well, when I was out geocaching, I found Disney collectibles, some of these that I have on display here. And it helped get me back into Disney and collecting. And so that's what I thought would be fun to do with y'all, as well as teaching you how to geocache and what is geocaching, right? But you may be wondering, what is MCC? What does that stand for? So that stands for Mask Cache Caper. Masked because I'll always wear a mask on my show. I'm dressing up in cosplay as a Disney character. Cosplay is dressing up as a fictional character, right? Make believe. And so I've picked this character according to the genres that I'm going to go through Disney. And cache is because that's what you find is geocaches, and you're so excited to see what's in the cache, and that's part of the love of geocaching. And caper means to leap, skip, or dance about in a playful way, and that's what I do once I find a geocache that I really enjoyed. It's so fun, and I hope I can bring that fun to you. And you'll see me geocaching, and hopefully we'll go geocaching together. So let's get started. So you may be wondering, is there a purpose behind the decor she's chosen to feature on the wall? And of course there is. I've chosen these characters because they were the first of Disney from the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And I will add to this as I go through other decades. I have other wall stickers as well. I'm going to do the 50s and 60s next, and then the 70s and 80s, and so on and so forth. And so the 20s was, of course, Mickey Mouse, 1928. And then after Mickey Mouse came Snow White in 1937. And then after Snow White, Pinocchio, and there's Jiminy Cricket up there, for 1940. And then after Pinocchio was Dumbo in 1941, and Bambi in 1942. And let me get a closer look at Bambi so y'all can see how cute that sticker is. He's such a little cutie. And I also wanted to show y'all my plush Mickey and Minnie, and my calendar that I kept up. Of course, that's not the right month, you know, but I kept this up because, of course, I'm starting with Mickey Mouse, and this is more representative of the cartoon early days. So I hope you enjoyed this little timeline with me. So this brings me to the fun game portion of my show. So I have this game at home. It's called Trivia Pursuit Disney, and I wanted to play it with y'all just because it's not too hard, and I thought y'all might enjoy it. So my first question is, what cartoon is this? Can you guess what it is? And then, what's another question we could ask you? Well, it's gonna give away the answer. What was revolutionary about the film Steamboat Willie? So it was the first animated film with fully synchronized sound. I thought that was a really cool question. And then, what did Walt Disney provide for 20 years until Jim McDonald took over? You'd have to be a really huge Disney Mickey Mouse fan to know that one, I think. But maybe you knew, and I kind of knew this as well. Walt Disney provided Mickey Mouse's voice for 20 years. So I really like that one. those are some of the questions that I wanted to feature on that card. And then this card, what movie is this? Can you guess the movie from Jesse and one character? So the answer is the Three Caballeros. So I'm not sure what year this movie came out in. I'm sure I could find it and look it up. But another question I thought would be cool to ask is name 2 of the 3 caballeros in the movie. So I don't remember ever watching this, but the answers are Donald Duck, Panchito, and Jose Carioca. So I would have never got that question right, but I thought it was a neat question in case you're a Disney buff. And then, who do you think this one is? What's my name? It asks about the character on this card. So this one specifically, the bird is Jose Carioca. I think I'm saying that right. If not, I'm not sure because I don't think I've ever seen it. But those are my fun game questions for this week. Okay, so now I want to show you my path tag collection. And this is something different that you'll get into if you ever run across one in a geocache. So I want to familiarize yourself with everything because I was kind of like, what are these when I first got started? And I had to do some research about them. So this was the first one my husband found. And it's not a path tag, it's a X tag. And so I was able to log that, but that's the only one we have of that. And then this was the first path tag I found. And I was so excited. It's a peace sign. It's really cool. And I read that it said that this is for yours to keep. And then I wanted to buy some to be able to trade because I went to a event, a geocaching event. And they'll show you that on a calendar and you can look up what's local. And it was at a barbecue place. And someone had a bunch of path tags and they were putting them in a geocache to pass on for other events. And I was looking at them, I was like, what are these? And they were like, well, do you have any path tags to trade? And I was like, no. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and take off then. And so I didn't get to trade for any because I didn't have any on me yet. So I had ordered this off a website and I ordered these. And this is not a path tag, but it's a metal type coin thing. And so I wanted to be able to trade the next time I went to an event. So I did get those. I bought those. And this is some other site, but I couldn't log it because the site's no longer around. And so this one, though, I put on my wish list on the path tag site, and someone looked at the path tags that I had in my collection, and they offered to trade me for one. I can't even remember what I gave them for it. And so I was able to collect that one. And this one was on my wish list, and I traded for that. And this was a gift with a trade. Sometimes people are really, really nice, and they give you an extra one that maybe they designed or just to get out there moving. And then this is part of the path tag club that I'm in, and I will show you more about that. And then I traded for that one. And then here's some more I have. Traded for this one. It's from Ice Age. And this is part of the path tag club, Geocoin Club, and so was that. Yep. And so was that one. And then I traded for that one. And I traded for that one. That one was on my wish list. And this is part of the path tag club. And this was a free gift with one I traded for. Might have been for this one because I wanted Tina Turner. It's really cool. It looks just like her. And so that was off of my wish list I traded for. This was a free gift. No, I think these came with her because I got these at the same time. It looks like Signal the Frog, but it's some kind of lizard. And this one is awesome. It is a really cool, well done path tag. And you can see even read his little t-shirt and his little GPS device. And then he has a geocache right there. But it's so cute. And then I bought that one. And bought that one, that one, that one, that one. That's part of the Path Tag Club. And then this, Where's Waldo, is off my wish list. So this is my Path Tag collection. It's off of a different website, but it's part of geocaching. And some people really get into this. And I want to create my own Path Tag eventually, but it's pretty expensive. It's like $100 minimum without shipping. Then you got to do shipping, and it's for a minimum amount you have to order, and you get to really get unique with the designs and the colors. Like you can do copper, black. This one's fully black, and gold and silver. And so it's really cool. I got into it, and I'm still getting trade offers all the time on the website, and so I do that as well. And these are the ones that I have to the side because I didn't really care for them. And so these are the ones I'm willing to trade with other people for. And so I have this ring thing holding them. And there's about 12 here. And they're just different path tags that, you know, I have up for trade. And if anybody sees that I have a wish list for one of theirs, they can pick any of these to trade for. So I wanted to show y'all that and explain, you know, kind of a little bit about path tags. But I will show you that website, and we will go through that together as well, okay? Okay, so this is the path tag website, and you can get here by entering pathtags.com in the address bar. And these are some really cool facts about path tags. And this is a good description over here. And I just want to point out that they're mainly used as trading and swag for geocaching. And that's why they created path tags, was another thing to trade or to give away as a swag item. And that's how I got into it, by finding one in a geocache. And then I saw people was willing to trade them at an event. So just different collectibles. And some people aren't collectors, and some people are. I guess I'm a collector because I collect different things, and some people just don't want to have that stuff. So it's, you know, personal preference, and it's something that I enjoy. And this is the monthly sale for designing your path tag, and so make sure you check that out, and wait till the next month if you aren't keen on that sale. And then this tells how to trade them. And down here are some testimonials and examples of tags that people have created, and I read that when I first signed up for this website. But trading is really fun. It's something that kept me connected to the path tag site. Otherwise I wouldn't really be here that much, except for my monthly club that I do. So to trade, you have to go to this gallery tab and visit the tag gallery, and just scroll through people's path tags and click add to wish lists, or just scroll past them. And so it really works. That's how I started trading. I added a bunch to my wish list, and people were like, hey, you want this for this? And I'm like, yeah. And I'll show you that tab, what trading tab looks like. But I wanted to explain this first. Search the gallery. You can search a whole category, and that's what I did for the Disney tags that I added. I just put Disney, and I got a bunch pulled up and just went through them, the ones I wanted, and clicked add to wish list. This is what I log my monthly tag of the month here, or if I buy one. But for trading, you have to log them through your trade manager. So let me go ahead and click that under my stuff. And this is, I have one open because they haven't logged that they received the path tag I sent them yet. So it's not complete. I logged that I got the tag they sent me, which is what I added to my wish list. So that started it. And they said, hey, here's my offer. If you want this, I want this one. And I was like, yes, accept. I'll trade any day for that because it's retired and it's hard to find. It's like, once they say retired on them, I don't know, I guess they ran out or people don't want to give them up. And so I put this that I sent them in a card in a little tiny manila envelope and taped it inside the card, and then put the card inside of an envelope, small card, and one stamp covers it. And so that's the norm that I've experienced by trading. And if you have more questions about that, just let me know, because I had to message the person that offered me the trade. How do I send this to you? You know, is one stamp good enough? And they explained it to me. They were real nice and sent me an article more about it. And so I just want to show you what that looks like. And then we'll go back up here and we'll go to my wish list. So Where's Waldo is not on here anymore because I got that wish. And they're like, hey, your wish can be fulfilled. It's so cool, the little message they sent you. And so these are ones I've added. You see Sesame Street, Pirates, geocaching designs, cool designs. Down here is the Disney ones that I really want. And I added all these individually, like I said. And I'm telling you, it works. People go through your collection and they're like, oh, okay, I'll trade you. And to me, it's really fun. And it's just another aspect of collecting. And so my collection is my tags that y'all have already seen in my little red booklet. And I just wanted to show you that this one I want to keep in my collection. So I have a 0 here, but I would change that to 1 and click save quantity if I wanted to trade this for something on my wish list, and they could pick it. But right now they can pick this one and not these. So also, if the writing is really small, you can click this and it makes it bigger so you could read it, and I think that's a really handy feature. And so that's what I use. Basically, those are the only links that I use under that tab. And then under buy tags, this is where you can join the path tag club, and then you can also design a tag through here and kind of explore that if you want. But those are the basics of the website. Let me know if you'll have questions, okay? Bye. Which takes me into the Geocoin Club. And so I joined that club after figuring out the path tag site. And it's not that expensive. I think it's like $8 every month or every 3 months. I can't remember. But I just opened it. And so this is path tag of the month for November. So I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a turkey and it's really colorful. And so that's my November path tag that I will be adding into my little book. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. And then I wanted to talk to y'all about another club I joined because I love trackables. So I became obsessed with those right away. Geocaching, you find trackables, and I would always look at a geocache to see if it had a trackable in it, and I was like super obsessed for a couple months. So I kind of drove my husband crazy with that. And so I said, you know what, I want to have some trackables too, because I want to see them go out and see what happens with those. So I joined the the cachekinz club, and you get a trackable every month. And I wanted to open that and show them to y'all. So this is for May. So I hadn't opened this. I was keeping it for the show. And I wanted to show y'all kind of what it was about and kind of anticipation and excitement of what I get and share it with y'all. So my first one is May, and it says Cachekinz of the Month Club. Here is this month's trackable cachekinz. I am meant to travel from geocache to geocache, geocacher to geocacher. You can place me into a cache, give me to another cacher, or keep me for your collection. Each month we send out a cachekinz to everyone in the club. Collect them all or watch them travel. And this is a jackalope cachekinz. So a jackalope, it's like a rabbit and a deer horns. I think I've heard of those before. And it says cachekinz can be activated just like any other travel bug or trackable. Look for the activation code in the package and go here to activate me. geocaching.com/track/activate. And so I will do that at a later time with y'all. But this is my May cachekinz, jackalope. And so let's see what's next. This one is June. And I had this one open already because it was kind of falling out of the envelope, and I want to make sure it was still in there. And so this is a ladybug cachekinz. And it always says the same thing, how to activate and everything in case it's your first time. So that's a ladybug. Pretty cool, huh? And then July, I have July's here too. And July fell off of the envelope, but it's an alligator cachekinz. So I thought that was super cute. So I'm going to activate that. But you always want to, you don't want to just send these out like this. You want to connect something to them so they don't get lost or people don't think, oh, cool, a free keychain. You know, you want to, a lot of people connect directions as well, put them in Ziploc baggies and have the directions on how to play the game, that these aren't gifts, that these are meant to keep going from geocache to geocache, or if they have a specific goal, like some people want them to go from New York to the other coast, to Oregon or California. And so I've seen many different goals, and I will put, like, you always want to put something like bigger on it so it doesn't get lost so easy, but you don't want it too big to where it doesn't fit in a geocache. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put on this yet, but I'll show y'all when I do get to that. So now I'm going to show you my trackable collection. So let's take a look inside my display case. Okay, so these are actually patches that I got off of the geocaching website with some other items I bought. I didn't buy them separately, and I love this one. It says geocaching, the world is our playing field. Love that. So this is the first geocoin. So some are called geocoins. They're the really thick metal that actually looks like a coin. You'll see some of them do. But then some of the other ones are just called tracking bugs. So I'll show you a tracking bug, but this is a geocoin, and it says Stay Wild Wolf Child on the back. And it's the first one I bought off the geocaching website, and I absolutely love it. It's got a very intricate design. I don't want to send this out, so I'm going to send out a cheapy copy tag instead, and this is staying in my display case. Same with this. This is my 100th find Geo Achievement coin that I got off the geocaching website. And then these two are Saito Geocoins. This is, it says cash in, trash out. And so the acronym for that is Saito. And I actually earned those at a Saito event that I attended through the geocaching app. And we cleaned my local park. A fellow geocacher, I like to call him a veteran cacher because he's been doing it forever. He gave these to me for working so hard. I worked like 5 hours that day cleaning this part of the creek that I picked. And this is a micro. It's really small, so I keep it in the baggie. And this is a nano. It's so tiny that it would actually fit in a nano geocache, but I will never put it in there. So I'm going to send out a copy tag for that. and I'll take pictures and people can see what the actual geocoin looked like. And then this one I got off of the Cache Advance site. It's the geocaching vlogger, and this is called a wooden nickel. And I have 3 of these, and this one says FTF on it, and that stands for first to find, so that's why the number 1's on there. So I got that off of the geocaching website to commemorate having a first to find, because those are kind of hard to get. People rush out, and you got to race other geocachers to get a first to find, and a lot of the times you don't make it there, or you make it there and somebody's already signed it and not logged it, which drives me crazy. But that's another story. So this is my newest geocoin I've purchased off of one of my favorite websites, Drive's Cache Closet. And this is called a Lone Star Wildcat Kitty. And it's so cute. I had to get it for my collection because I'm from Texas, so I had to have that one. And I will send out a copy tag in place of that, since it's going to stay on my display case. And I actually have those copy tags that are ready for all these coins that I have in this top 2 rows. And what you do is you just write in the code on the back, and then you attach a hitchhiker or a traveler, they call them, to the trackable, to this. And then that way it don't get lost, because this, for my Lone Star kitty, I actually have one ready. So this is a kitty hitchhiker I attached to the copy tag, and I will be sending that out in a geocache. That one's ready to go for that particular coin. And then I have these frogs. I got these off of the Cache Advance website too, along with that one. And then this is a game that Geocaching Headquarters had going at the beginning of the year. And I don't know if it's still going. I think it's over, but you had to go on a different website and to play this, and it was kind of weird, the website. I didn't really care for it, but the coins I love. They're really well made, and it's just a really cool looking coin. And so you would go to find one. You saw one posted near you, and you go find it, and then you submitted a code to get the other piece. You got a second piece. I don't know why this one was good enough to me, for registering it online. And so this is a really cool mammoth bones. So yeah, I got those for that game. And then you see Signal the Frog wooden nickel over here. And then this is they call it Rot 13 wooden nickel. And so it has a code on it. It has letters, and then you go to the letter below it to decipher clues and hints on geocaching pages. They might include a hint in there, and then you have to decipher the hint by using the Rot 13. So I have several extras of these that I'm going to end up giving out later in the show. So hopefully we get a bunch of subscribers quickly, and then I can start giving out the really cool prizes. But these are, I call travel bugs. And this one actually says travel bug on it. And I got this free for doing a certain amount of order off of the geocaching website. And I attached, like I told y'all, this hitchhiker traveler to it so it don't get lost. And so that one's ready to go. And then these are all cachekinz. And you will see me open up, you know, the monthly cachekinz that I get from the Cache Crate site. So I hope you enjoy my collection, and I'm going to be swapping and adding to it as I go through the show. So let me know if you have any questions, okay? So I do belong to another subscription club, and that is called Cache Crate, and it's through Cache Advance, and so I'm in 2 clubs through them. This one and the cachekinz, but they have 3 that I want to be in, but I think I'm going to stop the cachekinz because I have so many. I haven't sent them out yet. So I'm kind of backlogged on those, and I'm going to switch to the Geocaching t-shirt club. And I'm really excited to start that, and I'll show y'all once I get that going. But this is the May box. The first one I got was April, and I just took a picture of that. And so I'll show you the picture of what that was, what it included. But now I saved this one, and I want to open it with y'all. This is the May box, and so you get one a month, and I have several backlogged here, and it's really cool design. It's such an awesome job, and I just cut that open so that I could open it with y'all, and let's see what's in here together, because I have no idea. So this is a trackable, and I do the trackable add-on. That costs extra, I think $7 extra. And so since I'm getting these, I'm definitely going to stop the cachekinz because I've got so many trackables that I'm behind on even registering them. So this is a book that came with this month. This is May again, and it's called Geocaching Challenges, the game within the game. So that looks like a neat book. I'll be reading that for sure. And then they always include a geocaching bill of lading. And so it tells you what's all in here. And you can go through it and kind of check off what you've gotten, and maybe you've overlooked something or something's real small. But what is this? H20 E-Pocket Max Multi-Sport Submersible Gear Case. Oh, and there's a patch. Memory lane. Oh, that's a game that they're doing right now in geocaching through geocaching headquarters. And so I've already completed that. I've got enough points to complete that. So that would be a good memory of that. I'll put that on my geocaching bag, which I need to show y'all because there's certain things you need to carry, like especially if you want a Disney collectible, you know, you want to trade for those things, so you need to carry things with you. So we need to go through what to have in your geocaching bag. But this is cool. I'm gonna put something in this that I don't want to get wet for sure. So now that's 4 things we've got here, and this is some beads. So it's a pack of beads, and she'll, the owner creator of Cache Crates, she'll usually tell you what things they're for. So let's see if it's on here. DIY compass and bead kit. Assemble, decorate, and have fun. Show us your design in the Facebook group after this date for a chance to win a memory lane coin. Darn, I missed out on that challenge because I waited too long. So I can't enter that, but that's pretty neat. So the items included should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then my trackable add-on. So I have 4 items in my trackable. So there you go. And then she included a word search for this month. Most of the time she does a bingo, but we've already got a bingo card, and so this should be the May, sticker for the bingo that we're playing. But since people are stuck at home, you know, she's been including some fun things to do with that. So I just wanted to show y'all what the May one looked like. So now let's move on to the June, because I saved June as well. And so this is my June box. And this is, I always mark out my name and address because I don't want y'all to see. It's a secret. But it's a really cool box. It really is. So I want to show y'all how I open it. And then let's get it. I'm upside down, so I don't want everything to spill out. Let's see what's in here. So here's my bill of lading. So I should have 3 things and a special trackable code and box, and then the trackable add-on. So what do we got here? Cache crate, tick and mosquito kit. Neat. This is a handy little bag. Got different supplies in there. That's neat. Handy dandy. That's going in my geocaching backpack for sure. What is this? Oh, your special trackable code and your activation code. And they put it in this fancy jewelry box. So I don't want y'all to see the code because I haven't registered it yet. So that's a cool trackable that I get to create on my own. And then a sticker. Oh, there, dropped. Sorry. It says, celebrating 20 years of geocaching. So yeah, 2020 is the 20th year that geocaching has been around. Isn't that amazing? I didn't even know about it, you know, even 5 years ago. So that's pretty amazing to me. And here's my June bingo sticker. And then, that's a nice little nano trackable geocaching coin. So you see that's from the geocaching website. And then here's another one, celebrating 20 years as well. So they're both the 20, but you get a small one and a medium-sized one. I'm super excited about these. They're going in the case, y'all, because I'm not putting them in geocaches just because they're so small. And this one don't have a hole to attach anything to, and this one is too small. So I'll be taking out those cachekins and putting these in there. And a pin celebrating 20 years of geocaching. So that's quite a bit for this month, June 2020. So sticker, charm, trackable code, and the trackable add-on. So one of these was the add-on, and one of them was, this is a charm. Actually, I have a charm bracelet that I bought from the geocaching website that is got trackables on it. And this is for that. So I will be putting that on there. See, I'm glad I read this because this tells you all about what this stuff is, what it's for. Otherwise, I wouldn't know. So, yeah, those are the two boxes I wanted to open with y'all. And I'm super excited about the items. I love this club. It's really neat. You get like a present every month, a surprise in the mail every month. And it's just over 30 bucks, but because I do the trackable add-on, but it's super neat. You can use this stuff out geocaching, and put this on my backpack, you know, and it's just things that you would actually use, not stuff, just toys, you know, junk. So, I wanted to fix this. I don't know why I said geocaching bill of lading. It's a cache crate monthly bill of lading. So I had to fix that with y'all. And then I just wanted to highlight that, you know, usually you get 4 items in your packages, and sometimes you get a trackable without adding on the trackable, and sometimes you don't. Like this box for May, I didn't get the trackable. I wouldn't have gotten one unless I added this on. But for this one, which is June, I would have got one, and then I added on, so I got 2 for June. So it's just a really cool club that I'm not trying to force upon anyone. I just love it. I found out about it through the Joshua, the geocaching vlogger, because he opens those a month after they come out so that he doesn't ruin the surprise for anyone. It's kind of a requirement of the owner. Look out, Lisa, that you wait to post a video about what was in your cache crate. And I had to save up and kind of cut back on some things to be able to do it. So, you know, if you can't afford it, maybe you can later, if it's something you're interested in. If not, you know, you'll be seeing me what I get in mine. Okay, now I want to talk to you about your geocaching bag. It's preferable to have a backpack, but I have 2. I have a backpack and I have a fanny pack. And so this is more easier when you're doing urban geocaching, and when I have my dog. Sometimes I carry her in a backpack on my back, and sometimes I push her in a stroller, and so the fanny pack is just easier. But this is my big backpack, and I wanted to go through the essentials that you should carry with you and just some extra stuff that I carry with me. And so essentials are pens. You want to have pens, and I also have a marker. You have to leave evidence that you were there and that you actually found it. So most of them say on the geocache page that you have to sign to claim the find. But if you don't have a pen with you, what some people do is they take a picture with their phone of them holding the log. So that's like a emergency if you need it type of situation. And then what I'm not showing you because I'm recording on it is my phone. You always want to have some kind of GPS device so that you can find the geocaches. And then extras I have, this is extra, this is just a fire flint for when I'm out camping, and tweezers. I have some tweezers because sometimes they're in really tiny little spaces, and so those are handy. Those are called tweezers. And then any kind of like pliers types things, I have pliers in here too, are called tools of the trade, and you'll see that listed as TOTT. And so tools of the trade, sometimes on a page you'll see it listed that you have to have a tool of the trade to even get to the cache, to get it out. So my husband gave me this, I think it's a Leatherman set, and it's got pliers in it, and it's got a bunch of different tools that you could use to undo a bolt. Sometimes you have to undo a bolt to get to the geocache. I'm trying to think of what else we've had to use a tool of the trade for. Tweezers, we've had to use those. A magnet. I do have also a magnet because they had it, this grabs the cache out of a small space. They had it, you know, tucked into a tiny little area, and so this magnet was helpful for that. And then I also have this magnifying glass that lights up also, because you want to see all the spaces. Sometimes you can't see it, and so you need your magnifying glass or your light. Always have a flashlight with you. I do have a flashlight in my bag as well. And then I like to carry mace or some kind of protection in case you're injured. So in this bag I also have an air horn that I would have to connect in case I broke my leg while I was out hiking, geocaching. So this is for emergencies. But if you're not going out rural geocaching, you don't need that type of stuff. But it's always safe to have that stuff in case something happens. And I have this wet bag, but I got that new one that y'all see me get with the cache crate. So this is what I would put my phone in if it was raining. It's a wet bag. And I carry trackables with me. This is my trackable bag, and I log that they visited, or sometimes I leave them depending on what kind of cache it is. And then these are my tradables, trinkets, things that I'll trade if I find something that I like, collectible type things. And then this is my maintenance kit. So if somebody's cache broke, I have zip ties, and I have these bungee cords, and then I have logs. I have spare logs, even for the nano, and then this cache container if absolutely necessary. But I try not to do that because you might not have found it. But if you feel like messaging the owner and saying, hey, this hasn't been found in years, you know, I think it's gone, or I found one that it was actually a pill container and it was so old that it was just crumbled. The lid was like barely hanging on. I don't know how it was still out there. The tape was holding it together. Somebody had wrote that that's what it was. They masking taped it to hold it together because it was just like falling apart. So I carry that and extra logs in case they're full or they're mush, because sometimes rain gets in the geocaches. And so I have the baggies too to put the logs in, because you always want to have a log in a baggie in case rain gets in so that your log doesn't get wet. And then I always carry bug spray. I have bug spray in both of my bags. And I have Right in the Rain paper that I also carry if the cache looks to be getting wet a lot. And then I carry a first aid kit, because you never know. So it's better safe than sorry, right? So I carry that as well. And then I always carry hand sanitizer, especially now with COVID. I have hand sanitizer and gloves. I carry gloves too. And then my husband got me this tick key, which I've never needed, but you never know. Ticks are out in the forest. And then I have a hairband and a comb in case I need it, of course. And then I have these leg gaiters that are supposed to protect you from snakes. And then also I use them when it's going to be muddy. Like if it's rained and I know it's going to be muddy, I put these over my pants, and believe me, oh my gosh, my boots were covered in mud, and these were covered in mud almost up to my knees, because it was just so muddy and wet from it raining. So I carry those in this bag, because this is my roll bag. This is where I go hiking with. And then I carry clippers. You would not believe how many briars you run into, and you definitely want to cut thorns with clippers, not a knife, because then it's harder, and this is just so easy, one-handed. So I always carry clippers, and then I always carry bags for trash, because I try to Saito, cash in, trash out, and then sometimes the geocaches have trash in them. Like, I don't know if people put that stuff in there on purpose, but one time it was just because it was sitting out in the pond, and so everything was all wet, and so I just moldy. So I took it out, put it in a trash bag. It was a Ziploc actually, and took it back with me to the beginning of the trail where there was trash cans, and threw that stuff away. So that is my rural backpack that I carry. And then my urban fanny pack that I carry, always have pins, of course. I have my pins. And then I have tweezers that I carry. And then paper. Always carry some paper to replace the logs in a baggie. And then hand sanitizer. I told y'all I do have hand sanitizer in this bag as well. And then I carry mace. Like I told y'all, I carry mace. And then a flashlight. Always carry a flashlight. And gloves. Here's my gloves. And bug spray. Always carry bug spray. And then baggies, trash, and other things. And then these are my trading trinkets for if I find something I like. And then my tools. My little tool of the trade device. And that's about it. Oh, a little Band-Aid thing in this in case something were to happen in the urban jungle. But those are my geocaching bags, and I wanted to share that with y'all in case you're new and you're just getting started. You're like wondering, what should I carry, and what do other people carry? What do I need? What kind of circumstances would I run into? So I've shared some things with y'all that I hope you find helpful, and hopefully you get a geocaching bag packed soon, and you get out and find your first geocache. It is so addicting. You'll love it. So let's move on to the next thing. Okay, remember that pin I just got from my cache crate? Well, I'm going to put it on my urban geocaching bag, because that's where I keep my pins, and I think it looks really cool. So I'm going to add this pin on there and clip it in so that it stays And there I go. There's a new pin I added to my collection. So I'm happy I got that pin, and I wanted to show y'all what I was going to do with it.